Well, hello and how are you? Hey, this here's Shenandoah Briscoe coming to you live right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Yes, sir, St. Charles, Missouri. Yep, the date is January 23rd, 2016. That makes this blog number 346. 346, that's right. Now, that being said, I'll tell you about our next upcoming events. We've got ice sculpture competition on the 30th, January 30th. That'll be 1 week away from today. So that'll be next Saturday. So come on down and enjoy that. That'll be in the 200 block or in the 100 block of North Main Street. It's going to be two blocks of ice sculpture competitors. Competitors? Yes, sir, competitors. Anyway, they're going to be competing on whether or not who gets the best ice sculpture. They got them chainsaws they'll start out with, and then they'll do some whittling around on it. I tell you what, they ain't nothing like that. You ain't seen nothing like that unless you've seen an ice sculpture competition before. Is that right? Well, I guess it is. Anyway, you know what? Well, friends, I hate to bring something like this up, but right here in St. Charles, we lost us a public icon. Yep, he's a figure that's been here for a long time. The person I'm referring to is Homer Lee McKenzie. Homer Lee McKenzie may not sound like somebody sound like anybody you might know, but here we go. Homer Lee McKenzie is a.k.a. Shorty. Yes, from Shorty's Barber Shop and Car Sales. Established back in 1956, they're located at 923 North 2nd Street. Home of the $5 haircut. That's right. Well, Shorty passed on January 26th, 2016, at the young age of 83. So I just wanted to let y'all know the $5 haircut is gone, but Shorty will not be forgotten. So I know there's a lot of folks out there that used to get their haircut from Shorty for years, and you can't beat the price, I'm telling you. Plus, he was a car dealer too, so if you needed a car or whatever, you could always stop in at Shorty's and get you a haircut and a car deal all at the same time. Alrighty, well, I remember it well because he used to be in Notary Republic too. And we used to go down there and have our cars notarized, and our whatever it was that we needed notarized, we'd go down to Shorty and he'd take care of it. So, anywho, that being said, I've been told that reading is good, only I need to get shorter stories. And I thought that one was going to be a short story, but it was like, I don't know. It was longer than I wanted it to be. Anything that takes over one day to read is too long. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to pick it up one day and then read halfway through it, and then, or in that case, about an eighth of the way through it. I guess I got my wire on the wrong side. It's on the wrong side of my straw. There we go. I got a partial in my mouth today, and see, and well, it's making my mouth dry out too quick, so I haven't worn it in a long time. My teeth started hurting again, and so I figured I'd slap it back in. I've got like the 4 teeth on my right side of my mouth are really, really sensitive right now, and I don't know why, but got to get myself to the dentist again. I went a couple years back. I was supposed to follow up and get the left side of my mouth taken care of, and then I never did that. And so now I got to go and figure out what to do with the right with the right side of my mouth again. I got one tooth that's just falling apart. Not a good thing. No siree. It's got too many nerves exposed. Anyway, one of these days I'm going to reread a short story, and it's going to be a short story, not a long short story. I used to like to do the nursery rhymes. Matter of fact, I was down there at the food pantry, Salvation Army, as a matter of fact. I was down there, and there was a young kid down there, and, well, I say young kid, I'm talking about maybe 5 or 6, and I read to him children's book out of their little library of books that they've got down there. So I read him a little children's book, and I think it was the house of the mouse. This is the house that Jack built. This is the mouse that lives in the house that Jack built. Yeah, that's what it was, Jack's house. The house that Jack built. That's what it was. Now, this is back a while, maybe almost a year, so that's checking that memory pretty good. I'm glad to say I remembered what it was. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I think I'd like to do, is be able to go and read to children. I taught about it out there at the library. I went to St. Charles County Library here in St. Charles, Catherine Linderman, and they said that they have employees or something like that do it. And I was like, I'm just wanting to volunteer just to read. You know, I don't really want to volunteer, because they said they had people that done it and would also do other things in the library. And that's not what I wanted, really. I wanted just to go and read to some kids, and story time with Shenandoah. That's what it would be. Story time with Shenandoah. Come on in, enjoy the game, enjoy the show. That's right, Shenandoah. He's a friend of yourn and a friend of mine. Anyway, I think I need to sing or something today. How's that sound? Shall I sing? Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back and read that story for y'all. Hold on, let me look it up real quick, okay? Okay, here we go. The House That Jack Built by Mother Goose. This is the house that Jack built. This is the malt that he laid in the house that Jack built. This is the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the cat that killed the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the dog that worried the cat that killed the rat that ate the malt in the house that Jack built. This is the cow with the crumpled horn that tossed the dog that worried the cat that killed the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the median of all Florin. This is the maiden all Florin that milked the cow with the crumpled horn that tossed the dog that worried the cat that killed the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the man all tattered and torn that kissed the maiden all aflorn, that milked the cow with the crumpled horn, that tossed the dog that worried the cat that killed the rat that ate the malt in the house that Jack built. This is the priest all shaven and shorn that married the man all tattered and torn, that kissed the maiden all forlorn, that milked the cow with the crumpled horn, that tossed the dog that worried the cat that killed the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the cock that crowed in the morn, that waked the priest all shaven and shorn, that married the man all tattered and torn, that kissed the maiden all aflorn, that milked the cow with the crumpled horn, that tossed the dog that worried the cat that ate the rat, or that killed the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the cock that crowed in the morn. Wait a minute. Oh, this is the farmer sowing his corn that kept the cock that crowed in the morn, that waked the priest all shaven and shorn, that married the man all tattered and torn, that kissed the maiden all a-florn, that milked the cow with the crumpled horn, that tossed the dog, that worried the cat, that ate the malt. Oh, that killed the rat, that worried the cat, that killed the rat, that ate the malt, that lay in the house that Jack built. That's right, folks. That there's a nursery rhyme. And, well, that's what it was. So how'd you like that? Is that better? It's a much shorter story. It's quicker. It's easier. And, well, it was the house that Jack built. I kind of enjoyed that one. It's a lot shorter. It fit all into one message. Don't have to break it up. And, well, you can gather the kiddies around and let them take a gander at it. And they'll be watching it, and they might even go to sleep for you. 'Cause why, it's a nursery rhyme. I could do another one if you want to gather the kids around. I'll pick one up right now, and we'll do another one for you. And I think what I'm going to do is, no, it ain't Jack and the Beanstalk, 'cause that's too long to do. Hold on, give me a second. I'll find one real quick. Alrighty, here we go. This one is Gather the Kids Around, 'cause this one's called Old Mother Hubbard. Old Mother Hubbard, she went to the cupboard to get her poor dog a bone. But when she came there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor dog had none. She went to the baker to buy him some bread, but when she came back, the poor dog was dead. She went to the joiner's to buy him a coffin, but when she came back, the poor dog was laughing. She took a clean dish to give him some tripe, but when she came back, he was smoking a pipe. She went to the hatter to buy him a hat, but when she came back, he was feeding the cat. Okay, then. She went to the barber to buy him a wig, but when she came back, he was dancing a jig. She went to the fruiterer's to buy him some fruit, but when she came back, he was playing the flute. She went to the tailor's to buy him a coat, but when she came back, he was riding a goat. She went to the cobbler's to get him some shoes, but when she came back, he was reading the news. She went to the seamstress to buy him some linen, but when she came back, the dog was spinning. She went to the hosier to buy him some hose, but when she came back, he was dressed in his clothes. The dame made a curtsy. The dame made a curtsy. The dog made a bow. The dame said, "Your servant," and the dog said, "Bow wow." Okay, well, there you go. That there was Old Mother Hubbard. Didn't realize it was that long and had all that different stuff to it. Anyway, hey, you know what? It's about that time. So, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. Ba-ba-doodly-dum. Goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. Ba-doodly-dum. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Ba-doodly-dum. Alrighty, hey, this here's Shenandoah Briscoe saying, hello and how are you? You know, God loves you, and so do I. So, be blessed in Jesus' name. come back and see me tomorrow because, well, I'll be here, and I hope you are too. Goodbye.